At Buckingham Palace tonight, a king who remains a cancer patient meeting other cancer patients and those helping to fight the disease. Guests include the parents of Deborah James, who became Dame Deborah shortly before she died from bowel cancer. Many knew her as the campaigner Bowel Babe. King Charles has shared his diagnosis in the last year, but tonight he penned his own words about his illness for those attending this reception. Every single diagnosis, the King wrote, is a daunting and at times frightening experience for those individuals and their loved ones. But as one of those statistics myself, I can vouch for the fact that it can also be an experience that brings into sharp focus the very best of humanity. King Charles also reflected that for him, the darkest moments of illness can be illuminated by the greatest compassion. The Change and Check choir formed on ITV's Lorraine's show are on the guest list tonight. In fact, they will be singing as the King and Queen arrive. Nikki Wheatley's breast cancer spread. It's incurable but treatable. Only good, she says, can come from the King's openness about his own cancer.
It can only help our cause. It just shows that anyone can get cancer. It doesn't matter whether you're rich, you're poor, you're famous, you're just average Joe. Everyone can get cancer, so it's really important to look after your bodies.
The cancer treatment the Princess of Wales was undergoing has now ended, and today Kate was with Prince William on the Isle of Mull in the Inner Hebrides. When Kate talks about her cancer and her father-in-law the King talks about his, it resonates, say cancer charities, with the 1,000 people a day who get a diagnosis.
His Majesty spoke to the country about his own cancer experience and diagnosis, and we found that generosity of spirit, that openness in sharing has raised awareness, has raised the importance of identifying the signs and symptoms of cancer, and has spoken to the nation in a very personal way.
And whilst continuing his treatment, the King still undertook a state visit to Italy earlier this month, even a trip to the other side of the world last autumn. It's his way of showing fellow cancer patients that life can, and does, go on.
Chris is outside Buckingham Palace where that reception is taking place this evening. Chris, what do these personal comments tell us about what the King has been going through?
Well, firstly, I suppose, Mary, there's the question of why he's done it now. And frankly, the answer to that one is quite simple. The reception, as you say, is going on inside Buckingham Palace. It only started sort of 20 or 30 minutes ago and it's still underway. And it's for people who, like him, still have cancer. It's for those who are trying to find a cure for cancer. And therefore, had he not mentioned his condition tonight, it might have felt a little strange. But be in no doubt, these are, for a king who doesn't really like talking about his own condition, these are deeply personal words. We haven't heard him speak about his cancer in this way since Buckingham Palace announced it, a little over a year or so ago. So, you know, the doctors say they're still very happy with his progress. He's still got a full itinerary this year of like foreign and home events. In fact, this whole place is ready for the VE Day celebrations next week. But he will end, he ended his message tonight quoting the words of Deborah James, the bowel babe who died a couple of years ago. He says to the people here, have no regrets and always, always have rebellious hope.
Chris Shipp at Buckingham Palace, thank you.